Hello, everyone. My name is Aaron, and I just wanted to encourage the suffering Christians for when they go through panic. What do you do while you're going through panic? When you're flustered and your thoughts are fragmented and your body's reacting in a specific way that even scares you even more? What should you be doing? And I wanted to just give you some encouragement and advice. So during panic, I want you to focus on God's words, on His promises, and try to block out every other thought just by saying, I will myself to just focus on God's word right now while I'm in panic or in deep depression. And the three verses I always talk about, I want to focus on just two of them right now. It's 2 Corinthians 12:9 and Romans 8:28. Focus on these two promises during panic. Just don't overthink anything because you can't even, when your mind is just that fragmented, that His grace is enough for you and that He's using everything for your good. Now think about these promises. God said that these promises are true for His children. And so don't worry about knowing if you have enough faith or if these promises are true because dependent on how much you believe. It doesn't matter how much you believe in it. If you're a child of God, they are true for you right now, whether you like it or not. You don't have to keep repeating it. You don't have to memorize it. Don't do stuff that puts you in bondage, like you have to do certain things in order for God's favor to be with you. It is with you. His favor is with you. His promises are true. So regardless of how you feel or what you do, God is using your panic attacks, your depression, anything else, the circumstances for your good. It is a promise and it is true right now, whether you like it or not. All the Christians that you have heard of, that are much older than us, that has gone through their share of trial, not one of them regrets it that I've ever talked to. Men and women who are walking with God will always tell you that trial was for my good and I'm glad I went through it because Romans 8:28 is true. And it is true for you right now. So don't be fooled. All the hardships and circumstances that are coming your way, accept it as from the Lord's hand. And that helps you surrender. That helps you let go by His grace. These promises, God is telling us that I have everything under control. I am sovereignly in control. I am all powerful, all knowing, all present. I am good, eternal, and sovereign. And the Lord Almighty has promised you that He will take care of you, that His grace will always sustain you, and that He even uses everything for your good. And so it's not a matter of saying, God, please let me have these promises, let it be true. It's a matter of saying, God, thank you for what you're doing right now. Thank you for these awesome promises. And just be at rest because of that. Because you know these truths and you take God at His word, no matter how you feel or how little faith you think you have, you say, God, that's what you said, so I believe it. I hang my life on it. Then how much easier is it for you to just surrender and let go? I'm going to lay down on my bed, no matter how much sleep I get, no matter how I feel or what my body goes through and what happens tomorrow, you're going to use it for my good and your grace will be there for me. It's there for me right now. That is what you do during panic. You dwell on His word and you just take Him at His word. And you thank Him for what He's doing in you right now. And also, when I went through my hard time, I know I've talked to some of you guys through email and phone, sometimes it's very hard to read. You're just struggling a lot and it's hard to just open a book and read. I encourage you to listen. YouTube helped me so much, like what you're listening to right now, but there are so many good sermons and teachings out there, and I want to share the people that I listen to. First is Martin Lloyd-Jones. Second is Charles Spurgeon. And then Jim Logan, Neil Anderson, A.W. Tozer, and Tim Keller. And so you could write their names down on the YouTube search button and then type another word in after, like depression or anxiety or spiritual warfare. And they made that so many sermons that they'll probably have something in each category. Like Martin Lloyd-Jones is one of the best teachers on spiritual warfare, in my opinion. They all are. So the names I told you here, they understand what you're going through, and they have such great insight. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to send an encouragement and just help you know that you're not alone when you're going through these panic attacks and stuff. It's not strange. There's a lot of us going through it, and his promises hold true no matter how you feel or how much faith you even have. So trust in God, just lay it all down, and through these truths, you can surrender by God's grace. You're going through these trials so that you can surrender, and just take him at his word. Trust in God. This is a time where you just have to take him at his word and let go of everything so that you can finally deny yourself, carry your cross, and follow him. And about 200 years from now, I'm just saying 200 or 300 years from now, which is not that long from now, we may very well be all gathered here, gathered in heaven somewhere together, looking back at what we went through and seeing how precious of a gift it really was. Most Christians don't get this opportunity to be blessed in this way. We come to the end of ourselves so Christ could live his life in and through us and bear real fruit, a lot of fruit. And we'll be thanking God for using this trial for our good. And we'll be celebrating for all eternity. He's setting us up for a very fruitful eternity. So I hope you can appreciate this trial even though you're in it, and know how blessed you are, that God is using it all for your good, for his glory and for your good. So hang on, dear brother and sisters. We'll get through this as we trust in Jesus all together. God bless you.